Thank you. So last time we discussed how we connect analog signal to digital and the details of that. All right. And we understand it from the embedded system design perspective. That our real world is analog, right? The way we interact at our human level. And for that, we have analog signals. Analog signals are those who are changing on a continuum, right? And the controller understands the digital language. So we need to convert that analog language into digital. Then our controller can process, take decisions, and so forth. All right. So we studied ADC conversion. Now there is complementary side to this, and that is DAC conversion, digital to analog conversion, because now our controller speaks the language of digital. Right? Can we have analog that is going out to the real world? Right? So for that we have DAC. And DAC programming is comparatively simple, very simple. So this is say DAC block diagram. We may have digital inputs of 8 bits in this case, and this can come from any of the ports of our controller. It will process it and we can have analog output. And this analog output can be anything that you want to display, you want to control, any waveform you want to generate, and so forth. And again, there is a lot of theory and mathematics if you want to understand the process. Right? This is for your reference. For this course, you don't worry about how we are converting things. Okay. We focus on this circuit. This is our reference circuit for the discussion. So let us have a look at it. Left hand side we have our ADMEGA 16 or 32, 8-bit port. So 8 bits are going to our DAC, digital to analog converter. In this case, the chip is DAC 0808, very popular chip, widely used. It will take all the 8 bits and it will convert it, and here is our output. The output may go through some additional circuits that may do some signal conditioning if and when needed. And finally, we have the output that we can apply to any appliances, for example, can display, and so forth. So from programming perspective, our goal is to send the right pattern of 8 bits that goes to DAC. As simple as that. Right? Rest of the thing is done by the DAC chip. So we'll focus upon how we can generate the right combination here so that DAC can convert it into appropriate way. So here is example. Suppose I want to generate this waveform. Okay. Triangular waveform increases from 0 all the way to, this is maximum volt, say 5 volt for our circuit. Rolls back to 0 and so forth. Maybe this is speed of something that I want to control in this way. Right? It can be just a display, it can be some speed that I want to control, and so forth. There can be any application. How will I generate this? Right? So this is at the end of this circuit here. Right? End of this circuit. So what pattern should I send? So here is simplified example. Right? So here is our program, right? Include our AVR header file. We have main function unsigned character I. So we define a counter, right? Then we have port B, that is output port. So port B is connected here. If you look at it, this is port B connected to the DAC chip. Now we want to send the pattern here. So this is the pattern. We want to send port B the value of I, and we keep increasing the value of I. And that is in the loop. Okay, so we have 8-bit pattern starting from all zeros, then 1, 1 0, 1 1, 1 0 0. Leadings are 0, okay, and so forth. So that we send to our DAC converter. The DAC converter will convert into analog form. As simple as this. All right. So now, if you want to generate waveforms like this, what will you do? Write C program, AVRC program to generate a triangular waveform for DAC. And the waveform can be something like this. Let me draw. Voltage on our y-axis, this is time. And I want to generate triangular waveform. And so forth. Right? Maybe I can define this time durations. This is T1, this is T2, T3, T4, and so forth. And we can say that T1 equals to T2 equals to Tn. Fine. And everything has this maximum Vmax that can be 5 volts. This is the waveform we want to generate. Right? Then what will be your program? What do you think? Can everyone try the program? Simplified waveform. Right? How will be your program? And you can start with this program as a reference. So everyone, can you try, write program, and can you at least discuss the logic that you may use, right? This is our reference program for this waveform. Now we want to change in this way. So what will be the program with reference to this? So here is our question. Write AVRC program to generate a triangular waveform for ADAC. So what is the logic? What do you think? We may not have complete program, but what will be the logic? Can you think and can you participate in the discussion? Everyone. What do you think? Yes? I think this is simple. Can you say the logic that you may want to involve to generate these waveforms? And we have a reference program here for this kind of waveform. What do you think? How will you modify this program? Everyone. How will you modify this program? Anyone online would like to give some input here? Yes. Any input here? How will you change this program? Yes. Correct. Right? Simple thing, simple modification. Everyone pays attention. Right? We start from 0, value of I. If it reaches FF, then we start decrementing it. Then we check for 0. If it is 0, then we start incrementing. Is it clear? And all our work is done by our circuit. We need to give the right pattern. Right? So maybe this can be a signal to say gradually increase the temperature of a reactor. Right? You want to gradually increase the temperature, and this is a signal, right? Not necessarily in this way, but the analog signal that goes to the controller and so forth. So there can be many real life applications. What happens if you, okay, this is end of our discussion, maybe one or two things. What happens if I want to have the waveform something like this? Okay, let me draw the waveform. and let this be, okay, V max by 2, and this is say V max. And suppose we have sine wave. Can we generate such waveform? Now we may not have exact sine wave, but we can say, okay, for every time we can send out certain values. Okay. Then peak and so forth. So we can send out certain values. So it may look like sine wave, not exactly. It will have say steps, right, like this, and so forth. Small steps like this, and depending upon your resolution, if resolution is very good, then it will looks very much like sine wave. Otherwise, it is in a way rectangular wave superimposed on sine wave. Everyone, is it clear or not? Right. So this is the way we can generate in a way any waveform, and this waveform can be input to say any reactor, for example, any temperature control system, the way we want to change the temperature, and so forth. Right. So that is our A to D and D to A conversion unit, and with that we may conclude our syllabus for this semester. Any question at this stage? Any question? All right.